It's time again for another installment of the basics, and on today's show I'm sticking with Magic the Gathering again, and I'm going to show you more multiples of excellent cards that you should have in a deck, this time for the color red. Now, a couple of these I have used in my previous red deck, but they're not in there currently, and I will be switching that around soon because that's how awesome these cards are. Let's get started, shall we? Now, as I've said many times on this show, red is my all-time favorite color to use in Magic the Gathering. It is so versatile. You can make so many different types of red decks, and it combines well with other colors if you're making a multicolored deck. With the exception of Incinerate here, which I already have as a quad in my red deck currently, most of these I don't, but I'm planning on starting to use them. And Incinerate, which I'm starting with, it only costs 2 to bring out. Deals 3 damage to target creature or player. No creature damaged by Incinerate can regenerate this turn. That is huge, and it only costs you 2 mana to bring out. On a side note, I love Ice Age, I really do. Goblin Shirugaron. I never pronounced that one. Now, you're looking at this going, yeah, it only costs 1, but it's a 0/2 creature. What's the point? Sacrifice a goblin to regenerate a target creature. You could have a target creature in your graveyard that's just been killed that's actually way better. You sacrifice this goblin and he's back. Lightning Cloud, self-explanatory. It does cost 4 to bring out as an enchantment, but Lightning Cloud deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Use this ability only when a red spell is successfully cast and only once for each such spell. Still a great card. Lesser Gargadon, costs 4 to bring out. It's a 6/4 creature. Whenever Lesser Gargadon attacks or blocks, sacrifice a land. So there is that. But if you can bring it out, especially since it's 6/4, the pros outweigh the cons. Orcish Artillery costs 3 to bring out. It's a 1/3 creature, so you're thinking, oh, it only attacks for 1. But Orcish Artillery deals 2 damage to target creature or player and 3 damage to you. It's a mixed bag, but if your opponent is low on his life total and you still have quite a bit, suck it up and use it. Spark Mage Apprentice costs 2 to bring out. It's a 1/1, so it's your first line of defense. This is something you'd bring out early in the game because it's easy to bring out with a low mana cost. When Spark Mage Apprentice comes into play, it deals 1 damage to target creature or player. So you're automatically starting to do some damage as soon as you bring it out. I would actually put 4 of these in a deck because they're quick to bring out, and if you can start dealing that many points of damage early in the game, you're farther ahead. Finally, a quad that not many people know about or use, and yes, this is the silver border version. Yet another Aether Vortex. Enchantment. All creatures have haste. Players play with the top card of their libraries revealed. Non-instant, non-sorcery cards on top of a library are in play under their owner's control in addition to being in that library. This can do a lot of things, this card. Now, this is one multiple that I'm unsure if I'm ever going to put it into a deck. I've been thinking about it for a long time. If anybody has used this card as a quad or a multiple, please let me know in the comments of this video because I want to know what you're all doing with this. Yet another Aether Vortex is one of those cards where you kind of look at it but you don't know what to do with it. Still, I think it has potential, much like most of these cards. Now, before anyone out there jumps on me asking me why I only showed a select number of multiples for this episode, because the color red in Magic the Gathering is so awesome, there are so many cards you can stuff in a deck that will almost help you win the game right from the start. And I have a lot of different triples and quads already in my constructed red deck that are beyond awesome. There's so much awesome, you just can't fit it all into one deck sometimes. How can I hold all this awesome? Seriously, this is why, like I said with the color black, is make more than one deck in this color of red. You can afford to do that. And personally, I have a lot of extra red cards, so I'm going to be making a secondary red deck and see what I can do with it. Have a great day, everybody.